Good day and welcome to Three Dudes and a Lady. Join us for a little inspiration, a little motivation, and perhaps a way to cope with your day. I am Mike Jones from Virginia. My gratitude today is for air conditioning and remembering that a group of people in Philadelphia 250 years ago sat in a room with the windows closed because they were about to commit treason. And we're thankful for that.
Yes.
Well, we can top that one. Good morning, folks. My name is Earl Rule from Raleigh, North Carolina, where it's hot and scorching. And my gratitude for the day is connections and the holiday and just spending time to reflect.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Jay Anderson. I yield from the wild, wonderful state of West Virginia. My gratitude is land of the free and home of the brave.
Hey guys, I am Christine Reif, hailing out of the great state of Florida, and my gratitude is being born in the United States of America. So grateful for that because we could have been born anywhere, right? Instead, we get to be born here, the land of opportunity. So today, Jay Shetty talked about the tightrope. He brought up like using a level to hang something. Like whenever you're trying to hang something, it's never really easy at first to get it right the first go around. And he analyzed life like that, right? Like it's not easy the first go around, right? And he brought up the tightrope of life and learning how to find balance, right? The common misconception of balance. When we think of balance, we're thinking of like the yoga poses or a stack of stones showing symmetry, right? There's something peaceful about those images. But has your life ever felt like that? Maybe in very small moments, we can feel that peace and calmness, but we feel like that's how it should be all the time, right? But the gusts of life can be pretty ruthless, making it tough to stay balanced, right? We need to update our concept about the way we look at balance. And it's not always about being still, right? When you're on a tightrope, you make your way forward, right? In small increments, right? Sometimes you have to catch yourself, balance a little bit, pause and assess. That is more like balance, right? It is the ability to do it's your ability to do that and keep going, right? The reset in life might not be so natural to us though. If you feel shaky or off, he brought up a question you can ask. What have I devalued in my life that is important to me? And then that could be spending time with family. And maybe you're not getting to spend as much time with them or going to the gym. Maybe that helps release some dopamine, right? When we ask ourselves that question, we can live a life of balance. But sometimes it's not always easy, like finding that asking ourselves that question in the midst of like the gusts, right? In the midst of the gusts of life, like it can be a little rough, right? It's not always easy. Something's going to throw us off balance, right? But how do we get back in balance? And Jay brought up meditation, and I am a huge meditator. I like meditation, but I've been sick for like the last couple months, and I'm just going through a rough health issue right now. And I noticed that I used to meditate 3 times a day, like at night before I went to bed, in the morning when I woke up, and then, on this call. I stopped. I stopped one of them. The one that I wake up in the morning to, I don't wake up to it in the morning anymore. I stopped doing it for whatever reason. And maybe that's throwing me off balance. I don't know, but crazy. I never even thought of it until Jay said it. So I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts?
Maybe you should go on YouTube and watch Three Dudes and a Lady for a little balance in your life. Selfless
Absolutely.
plug.
Yes. Way to go, Mike.
Yes. Yes. As we should, as
Yeah.
we should.
We don't call him the silent assassin for nothing.
Fact.
Again, I'm looking at the mountain of books in front of me, and being off balance has created a multi-billion dollar industry.
Sure.
Thinking about we got the 12-week year, the power of enough, A Thomas Jefferson Education, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Soul of Money, Mentoring Matters, Overcome Rejection Will Make You Rich. I mean, I could just continue on and on, but my point is, we're not going to be in balance all the time. And some people think they have the answer and they put it in a book, and maybe they're right, but the book's not helping you if it's on a shelf.
Nope.
You got to pick it up and read it.
And I think sometimes centering ourselves can be the biggest challenge we have if we don't apply ourselves to what you just said, Mike. And it all starts at the beginning, at the start line. And I think reading books, or for those who have trouble reading, listen to audiobooks can also help center yourself as well. It helps you put that stage in mind to help you be on a better path that's going to be better for yourself. Don't leave the others out on the sidelines. Focus on you being down that center, because it's your life and it's how you need to perceive it.
Yeah. And just real quick, I wanted to add something. And like for the last week, because I've been really like struggling with my health lately. I started grounding outside. Like I'll walk outside barefoot, which typically in Florida we try not to because there's a lot of fire ants. There's some sand spurs, there's I know, Jay. But there like it's not like a normal like our grass is
not in West Virginia.
Yeah. But I've been trying that just to ground myself a little bit to nature and all that it has to offer, right? But sometimes we look at that and maybe, me doing it for like a week is not going to impact my life very much, but the longer I do it and the more of a habit I make of it, the better off it's going to help me, right? I don't know. I don't know what I mean, I know there's a lot of benefits to it, but I don't know. Jay, what you got?
Here's your song for the day, The Green, Green Grass of Home.
Yes, absolutely. I tell you, I feel like Jay Shetty has once again used his mastering of trickery on us by throwing this out on a Friday. Tightrope. I think this is probably a big subject for him, but leading us to this, the prelude coming into Tightrope, all these other little storylines and narratives that he's given us, because Tightrope is our everyday life. Tightrope, in my way of thinking. Now, listen, Earl might not like how I think sometimes, but we'll get over that. I think that, come on, Earl, let me see a smile. Come on, buddy. There it is.
Oh, I'm smiling. I'm smiling. I'm trying to digest what you're about to tell me. Go ahead. I'm letting that sink like a sponge.
So the things that back up, rephrase. Not the things, the resources that he gives us on a morning basis that we've been going through, and the things that we've been breaking down and talking about. We talked about this a little bit yesterday about self-awareness, okay? Tightrope is the ultimate self-awareness. It is the overall being of ourselves. And we can use all these past segments that we've done and listen to Jay Shetty and bring this into play for the Tightrope. Because every single day, as that foot comes up, as it's getting ready to land, we're making adjustments for that landing, and we just don't realize it. Man, I tell you, this is a good one. Now, I could be misreading all of this, for sure. Not a smart cat here, but I just feel like that's kind of the overall evolution of, okay, folks, ta-da! Now we're going to talk about the biggest picture of all. And it's really, and Earl said something earlier, and Earl, you're right. Sometimes you have to focus on yourself. That's really when you get the best of you to begin with. And those external things that are out there, and listen, they're in everyone's lives. No one is singular to it. It is in everyone's lives. Sometimes you have to take a step back, and as that foot comes down, you got to just adjust it just a little bit so that you get that balance for yourself. And this was good. This was deep.
Yeah.
He talks to us on a surface level to make us feel like we're smart. We're not, because he's bringing the deep meaning behind it. And he just hope it's hit you in the back of the head on the way through your ears.
Right.
And this one did for me.
And it's crazy because you're right. Like if you're in your everyday life, we're walking on a tightrope all the time, but we just don't notice. We don't notice it, right? We just don't. And if we become off balance, like, well, how do we get back into balance? Like, what is it that can make it? Like, that's why you brought up, the family or going to the gym or, spending time in nature, whatever it is, right? A lot of times that'll bring us back to center, but we're all different in how that's going to bring us back to center.
I think all
I
of us
want to
has
say,
something.
oh, go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
I think all of us has something to do with, I don't want to say aging, but maybe maturity.
I like
Because
maturity better, not aging.
things
Yeah. I
they
hear you,
don't bother you
Christine.
like they used to, then it's easier to get back on balance, put it that way. You don't react the way you did when you were
Yes.
in your 20s or 30s. Maybe that's a good thing.
That
Yes.
Thing
Agreed.
as I like to say, the things I wish I could say to people without offending them and
sure.
Earl, jump in there, buddy.
Yeah, no, I was just waiting my turn because I was listening to Mike, what Mike was saying. And Jay, I agree with what you said earlier about the tightrope and what we do, because I'm thinking about what we do in our business uh, on our appointments. We're all insurance professionals here, and we meet with families, and we have our own tightrope in our business. But when we're listening to clients and their story of why they want why they want what we have, and listen to what they have, we listen to everyone else's tightrope of what they're going through in life, and it's almost like learning a story, and it's just creating a story. And some people, everyone's different. Everyone's story is different than others, and we all know that. But the thing is, how we learn from each other, how we learn from other people's stories, how it could apply to us in a learning level, but to help us center us to be on a better path. Okay, if that makes any sense, Jay.
I Earl, 1000%, because you made me think of something that I probably haven't thought of in a long time. And my parents, when they were raising me, Earl, one of the things that they always said to me when I was a youngster is take the time and always listen to other people. And I will tell you, even though I have bad hearing, my listening skills are off the chart. I pay attention. Might not look like I'm paying attention, but I absorb. My absorbing is just different than other people's. But the thing of it is, I think the way I absorb is exactly what you're talking about, Earl. As I listen to other people and listen to their stories, it also helps me, in this metaphorical phrase, adjust my own step for my own balance because through someone else's storyline. And Earl, I think you just hit it right on the head. I'm glad you said that because that's a statement that I guess I need to remind myself on. Is take the time to listen.
And
And
not only that, Jay, but in our business, of course, we hire people within our agency, new people that come in, and we listen to their story of what they're going through, and it can be a learning curve on our part. When we come to a tightrope in our life, we have to be grateful for what we have, count our blessings every day, because we have people around us that could be in a much worse situation, and they have to find themselves how to center themselves tightrope and to be better, and we should just count our blessings every day for what we have.
Agreed.
Yep, facts.
Agreed.
Love that, Earl. We
Guardrails?
definitely need to. Because we're all different in what we can handle too, right? Like before our what do you call it? Your bullshit meter pegs?
Yeah, your give a shit meter
Yeah,
busts.
before that pegs, right? Like we're all different on how much of that we can handle before that happens, right? And the goal is to try to get back in balance before that happens. Because once that happens, then it's like, you kind of went too far, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's even harder to get back in balance because then you really gotta get grounding, or maybe you need to do yoga. I don't know. So love that.
Well, all I got to say is, folks, can you see the rabbit hole we like to go down? Woo, man, is that not fun or what? Listen, guys, it's obvious to see that we're not licensed therapists. However, we like to listen to the app Calm with Jay Shetty. Jay Shetty provides just information to us, priceless. And then sometimes he throws the zinger at us, like today with Tightrope, of bringing once again where he wants us to go. And it's funny to me how he can navigate us, and it's very controlled. Don't think that it's not. It's very controlled, and man, it's beautiful at the end of it. Listen, we get together on a daily basis to try to personal growth, self-development, style stuff. We enjoy doing this. The four of us have become phenomenal friends through this process. And as we've done this, hopefully we have grown. I have. And like Mike said earlier, could it be for maturity? Listen, zero question on my end. I was a moron when I was younger, and I admit it. So now I'm just glad that we have something like this for us to learn from. Please come join us on a daily basis.
And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. I hope everyone has a great day, great weekend. Deuces.
Deuces. Happy birthday, America.
Ah,
Happy
yes.
birthday.